Welcome back to Bitcoin Advisors channel. My name is Chris and bringing you this lovely cryptocurrency video right here from Westlake Village, California. It's bright, it's early, and it is Tuesday. It feels like a Monday. Want to jump right into kind of some of the news events surrounding the short-term pullback. Now, Mt. Gox transferred 9 billion coins to a single address as part of a repayment plan. That is the rumor on the street. And really quickly, reviewing what has happened the last few Mt. Gox dumps here, courtesy of Mr. Crypto Amsterdam here. Well, this is just some of the major negative news events that turn out to be buying opportunities. You got World Crypto Network, China bans Bitcoin here. CFTC sued BitMEXC there. That's Arthur Hayes' original leveraged exchange. You had the COVID-19 dump at the same time. SBF right here. And then where Coinbase, USDT depeg. So seeing these major negative news events have turned out to be significant buying opportunities. Now, the last one here at about $24,000, U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission did charge Coinbase with operating an asset trading platform as unregistered national securities exchange broker, et cetera, et cetera. So Mt. Gox is another FUD opportunity, something that creates that fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and a bit of a buying opportunity, if you ask me. We'll take a look at some of the shorter term and longer term, underlying market dynamics for Bitcoin. And moving it on to the next piece of news really quick here. And again, this is courtesy of Chicken Genius. It says breaking treasury buybacks, weekly liquidity support buybacks up to $2 billion per operation starting May 29th. So tomorrow, they're going to be buying back $2 billion worth of bonds. So quantitative easing again, and they're not calling it that. So that's just something to be aware of. I did want to point this out on the hourly time frame. A bit of a W formation, a reversal formation. Noting also that Bitcoin, Tuesday is the most bearish day of the week with I think an average of about a 2% drawdown on Tuesdays. How much have we gotten so far from open to close? 3%. Actually, I think it's 4%. 4% average drawdown on Tuesdays with a 50% chance or higher. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, as long as Bitcoin is holding the daily level on this guy right here, I would say right here, the mid-level here at 65,282. As long as we're holding that level, then, upside action is more likely than not. And just checking in on our daily momentum indicator, will flip back to the upside above 69,510. 69,510 is the number on the board. And also noting this daily trend line here. As long as that specifically holds, we're looking more bullish than not. Also want to bring up the weekly time frame and note the weekly, it did have a close. Appears to be a higher low on low volatility. So as we get expansion here, that is going to look good for, again, some pretty significant upside action, as long as, we're holding the pivots to the upside. And on the 5-day time frame, we just don't want to see another 5-day closure below this guy right here, or anywhere, 65.3. We'll call that the pivot, the line in the sand, the mid-range. Once you close below the mid-range, well, then you're looking back to the bottom side of the range at, about $60,000. So that is also in play as well. And the 5-day volatility has not expanded yet. So we're still, compressed on the floor. Let's take a look at the 2-day. The 2-day is crossing down from the critical zone, putting in probably, No bearish divergence there, or stochastic divergence. So caught in the middle of the road here, and really, bulls have a chance to get this thing going. But again, if the daily pivot starts to get lost here at about 66,000, call it 66,200, first warning sign there on the daily. Anywhere below this pivot here at 66,242, we just don't want to see any daily closures below there. Otherwise, your chances of visiting back to the bottom side of the range around $60,000 are greater, and the bull market can stay intact. Overall, this is just a sloppy range here. So, we tagged the upside one time. We tagged the downside liquidity. Now we're heading for the upside liquidity, and that's somewhere around $74,000. And just again, if this 5-day volatility play can begin to expand, do we have any catalyst event? I mean, this does look good for the beginning of an upside move. Again, as long as we kind of hold these. I just turned $140 into $1,300 over the last 2 weeks. Yes, it's possible in the land of cryptocurrency. My name is Chris Mitchell. I am the CEO of Crypt Courses, and I'm bringing you this video because I'm going to give you some really good information on how to buy, sell, and trade digital currency. Now, you've probably heard about a lot of people making a lot of money in crypto, but you don't feel safe or intelligent enough to make the investment. That's why I created Bitcoin 101, how to stack sats using technical analysis. It's the crypto trader's dream to starting your crypto journey. It's absolutely free. All you gotta do is click on the link in the description below, and we will get you your free guide today. These lines of peace and prosperity and death and despair, as long as we're above these 66.2, 65.2 pivot, $1,000 range, I think we are decently in the woods for some upside momentum. Checking in on open interest, the funding rates. So funding rates on the daily have not gone negative, but you can see every time it has gone negative, it has been a bit of a buy the dip opportunity. So I want to keep an eye on that. We're not negative yet there. Also want to take a look at open interest. Open interest is climbing up there, and just slowly but surely climbing up. That is on the hourly. Let's see what it looks like on the daily. So, as open interest goes up, you'd expect price to go up, typically. All right. And we'd expect it to go in the direction of the trend. So again, this a bit of a FUD event here. So what? They're moving around $9 billion worth of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is now a $1 trillion market cap. I don't think it's any cause for concern. Stock market looks healthy. Continuing the upside track here. S&P the same. Really quick, checking in on Dixie, and this is really where we want to see Dixie start to, so to speak, explode to the downside. We don't want to see another upside move. Inflation coming down, interest rates coming down, all in the recipes for the dollar coming down, which would be good for our risk assets. Checking in on the liquidation levels, you can see we're pretty neutral here. Shorts to longs, 179 to 192, so pretty even game there. And after tagging the bottom side of the range for some time here, it looks like we want to come up and grab that liquidity somewhere around 70,600. Does look good for a move there. Did want to show a bit of a short-term trade setup for Solana on the 15-minute time frame, as momentum does cross back to the upside here. Above 168, you would expect typically about a 1.5% move. So where does 1.5% take us? Just to fill this candle here. So short term, Solana looks like it's about to bounce, and we just want volatility to curve back over. And definitely, if any of this sounds confusing to you and you don't know what volatility is, you don't know what momentum is, and you want to begin to familiarize yourself, well, join us at Crypt Courses, Bitcoin 101, how to stack sats using technical analysis. You can join us for free for 30 days, and it's $30 a month. You get some trade signals, you get some coaching and mentorship there. So feel free to join us there. I hope you use the link in the description below. Now, is there anything else I wanted to talk about? Briefly, yes. Bitcoin dominance, again, taking that leg down. We talked about yesterday, last week, breakdown, retest. Now we're continuing to break down. That's good for the altcoins in general. Good for the altcoins in general. Gold hanging in, silver popping up here 5% today. Let's take a look at silver. Silver does look like it is confirming the breakout here. And where would the measure move off of something like this? It looks like a sloppy, inverted head and shoulders, whatever you want to call it. I would be taking a look at something like this, probably around 33 bucks. If we can take out that area, the next target would be all the way up to $41. Good job, Mr. Silver, coming out of the woods here. Silver follows gold with more gains. That's the old rule of thumb. And yeah, let's see if that 4-hour head and shoulders, inverted head and shoulders is still in play. Yeah, we are still making the higher highs and higher lows. And I would expect a bounce here. Well, when momentum crosses back to the upside, back above 69,000, we got another 4 hours on this closer. Let's see what the 2 hours doing. 2 hour momentum is crossed back to the upside. 1 hour momentum to the upside. So maybe we played out the downside move for today. A bit of shakeout to the downside, and we pick it up for the rest of the week, as the week did close again bullish. Momentum did cross to the upside over the weekly and will remain up above 68,428. That would look good for a nice bit of an upside move and some very, very, blunt stochastic divergence where the price is making higher lows and the stochastic is making the lower lows. All right, with that said, I'm going to wrap it up today, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure you hit the like button, smash the like button, and hit the like button, and have yourself a blessed and highly favored day, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.